Welcome back to Timoteo TV, guys. Again, just want to remind everyone this week we're doing Family Day / Day of Remembrance. We're going to have a ceremony there real quick in between the first and second game. Should take place around about 11:45 to about 12:15. So come out, come honor anyone that you might have lost or family, friends, whatever, and play for someone this week. Invite your families to come out. Should be a great time. And speaking about great times, we got the Jags going against the two-time defending champions, the Colts. Both teams sit at 4-2 right now. Colts surviving the Dolphins last week, winning after losing the lead at the end of the game. Andrew came back, drove him back down to drive and win the game. I believe he threw 5 touchdown passes that past week.
Didn't somebody from the Dolphins drop something really important?
Don't matter if they drop something, but my man Andrew is undefeated. Not many quarterbacks in this league can say they're undefeated, but Andrew is sitting at 2-0 this year. Dave, what's your record?
Wait. No. He beat us.
Yeah, he beat y'all, and he beat the Dolphins. So that's 2-0. My man Andrew is undefeated at quarterback.
This season was
no. What's your record this year?
4-1.
What was your record your first year at quarterback? Because this is his first year.
3.
My man's undefeated. Doesn't even matter. My man Andrew is balling, stepped up big. Harry couldn't make. We didn't say nobody's over. My man's just undefeated. Records speak for themselves. You know what I mean? He got no losses.
That's cool.
But Harry was unable to make it this week, and Andrew stepped up and played some.
That's the only reason he played quarterback.
Right. My man was clutch. Give my man credit. My man was clutch.
The Dolphins.
Starting spots.
Okay, no matter who you play, you got to play who you play. That's it. My man came back and won. He didn't give up them points on defense.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. My man, when they lost the lead, he could have folded. He could do it. My man came clutch.
Honestly, he folded. He threw a pick in under a minute.
He looked like Nick Foles out there during that kind of playoff run. That's the kind of magic that I saw this past week. Now we got the Jags. The Jags this past week lost to the Eagles, right? They lost to the Eagles. First time Leo loses to Coach Ant. It seems like Leo got a lot going on, maybe family life or what. I'm not sure. This is definitely one that he wanted to win, and I'm sure he's disappointed. And as far as him and Ant both being at Esperanza, I know that Monday morning must have been bittersweet having to go to work and have to see Ant, because Ant was probably rubbing it all in his face.
Honestly, I would have cried.
He might have cried.
That might have been.
Sure, he might have cried. All I know is after the game, Leo disappeared for about 2 hours, came back, and so maybe that could very well be it. So, hey guys, tell me, how are you guys able to defeat the Jags? This is your second big win of the year. You played all the big boys already this year, lost to the Pac-9, beat the Texans, even though they're a little short-handed, you guys still won, and now you beat the Jags with all their players. No excuse in this game. How are you guys able to come over top?
First,
to come out on top.
They're really good. They're really good, offense, probably the most hardest defense.
But this was a real personal game for you. You going against Eric.
No. It was one of the hardest offensive I ever had to face, but I wasn't really worried about Eric or Adrian.
You wasn't worried about who?
We know Adrian or Eric. But right. we know they wasn't really that good on defense.
You and Eric just have a lot in common. You know what I mean? You guys have similar tastes. Hey, Dave, how was it for you going against the Jags? Probably the best defense you played all year. How was it for you guys? You kind of maneuvering and finding your way to get crafty and score.
First, I started off rough, but I started figuring them out. And after I figured them out, we just started destroying them little by little.
Right, so you found a chink in the armor. So as far as for the Colts, it's always personal between June and Leo. And so this should be an interesting game. And now whoever wins this game is going to shoot to 6-2, positioning themselves a little higher for the flex week. 5-2, positioning themselves a little bit higher for that flex game. So I know for Leo, no one wants to lose 2 games in a row and then going into a flex for the playoffs. And for June's sake, everyone kind of underestimated them in the beginning of the year after the Pac-9 put that whooping on them, and they just done nothing but kind of win. They got blown out by the Texans, I believe.
I had 2 pick sixes on them.
Oh, did you? Yeah, one? Yeah, lost that one, yeah. But even with 2 pick sixes. But yeah, they're a team to kind of be messing with. So, hey, Henry, who are the guys on the Jags you think the Colts need to watch out for, and what's your score?
Kayshawn, you gotta watch out for Kayshawn. He's real sneaky. And Carlos is a great flag man.
Yeah, Carlos, I believe, when his girlfriend comes to the games, Carlos scores multiple touchdowns. When his girlfriend does not come,
maybe she should come more because he didn't look like he was ready.
I think it was his dog.
Yeah, his dog
His dog
bite
came.
my ankle. I'm gonna keep it a beam. I was about to
His dog
contact
almost
him.
bite you.
Oh yeah.
How many touchdowns he had on us? One.
Carlos, I think he had 2 touchdowns.
Adrian had 2.
1, 2.
Oh, yeah,
And Adrian had 2.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, watch,
Yeah.
yeah, he a player to watch out for
Look,
too.
it's
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I think my score gonna be 32 to 27 Colts.
32 to 27 Colts. That's for Team June right there. Remember, people forget June is the 2-time
Yeah,
defending champion.
No, look.
Nobody-
I thought you didn't like the Colts.
It's not about who you like or about. It's about who you think is gonna
listen,
win.
I'm being honest.
That's it.
You was not honest last week. You was drawn.
I think
Mr. Honesty, who you got this week, man? Who you got between Colts and Jags, and who's the player to watch out for?
I'm gonna take the Jags. I'm gonna take the Jags. I like Carlos, Adrian, and the quarterback.
Then you said everything that Henry said.
Time out. It's like
Hold up.
they cool. They tough.
they have the same record,
Is that
right?
real quick?
They're
though?
both 4 and
And,
2.
and
You get
nobody
this term.
talks about the Colts how they talk about the Jags.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think one thing to bring out, are the Jags overrated?
Also,
Yes.
No.
The Colts are underrated. The Colts are
The
very
Colts
good
are
team.
underrated.
I think the Colts are definitely
I
underrated.
like their coach. I like
And
Why
their
y'all sleeping on the Jags?
And Harry
June and then my mans. Shout out to y'all.
Harry doing a good job at quarterback.
Yeah, Harry's not doing bad, and I think June is underrated as a coach.
Yeah.
Can I
For
tell
sure.
my story?
No, go ahead. So what you got, my man?
My score, I like the Jags 38-31 Jags.
You got 38-31 Jags. All right, here we go, Dave. Who you got in this game, man? Who's your player? Watch out for Jags and Colts.
I got Colts. You need to watch out for my man Harry. He back this week. And Justin.
Justin also a player to watch out for, man. Justin this past week, 6 catches and 6 tackles, man. He always seems to find a way around the ball. Some other guys that did really well this week for the Colts is Jarius. He had 5 catches, 3 touchdowns. You have also had CJ, who had 4 sacks this past week, and I believe. Well, besides Andrew, you had Darryl also with 2 catches and a touchdown. So they definitely have some weapons, and I think people don't really even know who they are. But you will know this week against the Jags. Who you got this week, Bobby?
Man, y'all need to show my man Jay some love.
Who's Jay?
Jay from the Jags.
Who?
Jay the rusher.
No. Big J.
The quiet one?
Stop playing with my man Jay.
He got hands.
Y'all go sit here and act like my man Jay not a top receiver in the league.
Jay has 6 catches. I mean, he's just been a little quiet.
He's on a new team with a new quarterback. Y'all act like he's not gonna show up.
I mean,
Especially against the Colts. My man
they
Jay about to
definitely
have a
going to need
breakout
him.
game.
They definitely going to need him.
My man Jay about to have a
I think
breakout
he got a
game.
huff last week. I think
Exactly,
he
he
made top 10.
did.
He didn't huff on nobody on the team, bro.
He made top 10, right?
No, he never huffed on him, bro.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day,
Never.
my player to watch is Jay, and I got the Jags winning 38-26.
38-26. Yeah, for some reason it seems like Eric can't find Jay in the end zone because he doesn't have too many touchdowns this year. But he's definitely a great wide receiver, and maybe it just takes a little bit more time chemistry wise to kind of get things
That's,
going.
his driving mans. Then you got Carlos for the end zone.
Does Jay have more passing touchdowns than Eric this year?
Almost.
Oh, shoot.
No,
No, because like they had like
yeah, Eric definitely has more. But yeah, so I guess this is going to tell us exactly where these teams lie. Are the Jags a top 4 team? If they can't beat the Colts, they're definitely not. And then the Colts definitely shoot up above them here heading into the flex week. Yeah, so in this game here, I'm a little disappointed in what I saw from the Jags. I mean, I think they're a hot and cold team.
They've always been on.
Leo might be worried too much about 300 or whatever. Maybe he goes on too many trips with his kids, not practicing enough. I don't know what's going on. I know they eat good over there. That I can tell you. Leo, Popeyes and KFC each week. Maybe that's what's kind of slowing them down a little bit. But I don't know if the Jags is hungry, man. I think the Colts came in after that whooping they took from the Pac-9, and I think they're the hungrier team right now. Even with a backup quarterback last week, they were able to win, and I got the Colts winning this one. I think it's going to be close. I got it probably going to be 32 to 28. But I got the Colts winning this one. My man June over there, he wins chips until somebody dethrones him, and he's still the champion over there. And they got championship players over there. So I got the Colts winning this one. But we'll see. Hopefully both of these teams, they usually come with big crowds that bring their families out. Big game for both teams. And we'll see you guys at the field. Check it out, guys.